Hi, this is Helen Whedon. I'm the Managing Director of the Satcoms Innovation Group. Every year we host a tour around ConnecTechAsia where we take visitors to see the innovative things that our members are doing in Satcoms. This year we obviously can't be there in person, but we've put together a virtual tour for you instead. If you have any questions about anything within this video, then please do reach out to me on helen@satig.space. Enjoy.
Colum has been a part of the satellite and telecoms industry since 1992, and I, as Martin Coleman, has been in the telecoms industry since 1970. Bit of a track record in itself. But Colum is simply a technology innovator. It specialises in network management, automation system creation, and RF system, both design and troubleshooting. In recent years, I've obviously spent a good many years, in fact, over 9 years now working with SIG. And because of that, Colum now offers events, workshops and training packages to include the planning and the content of sessions, chairing, facilitator and moderator roles. So there's a lot going on in Colum. It's a very specialised, some would say a consultancy. I'm not so sure that's quite the right package because I think it's our research and our technology and our knowledge base that is key to this company. That's not just consulting. You know, we come with the track record of experience and it matters and people need that. Currently, still assisting NOAA. They are the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration of the US. I've been working now with them since 2007, and we've been providing not only advice on control, but actual, a unique control application for its network switching. And that's unique. Just taking that one customer just tells you what Colum's about. It takes the difficult and makes it simple. And now, as a continuing member of SIG, also a supporter of SIG's activities. Recently, we've started to engage with local schools, and that's led us to working closely with SIG and bringing education and mentoring towards the group. But also, it's helped recontact with colleagues at Goonhilly Earth Station, a famous historic site for satellite comms. Through the Goonhilly Heritage Society, where we carry on that work, STEM, or now STEAM as people know it. So we have a broad range, so from technology right through to education. That's Colum. So look forward to ConnecTechAsia and ConnecTechAsia. We're working on a few panels through with SIG. I'm involved with some of them and my colleagues, so look forward to that and look forward to meeting people at ConnecTechAsia. Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome to Immersat. My name is Mark Steele. I'm the VP of Product Development. I've been at Immersat for 12 years now, and I am based out of the United States, out of the Washington, D.C. office. And I work in the product group, which is based in the corporate office in London. So just a little bit about Immersat. We're a pioneering technology company, world leader in global mobile satellite communication. For over 40 years, we have connected people across the globe where and when they need it through our safe, reliable and secure networks. And some of those are available to see on our website. Through the power of seamless global connectivity, we enable communities, companies and countries to build a better future. And our impact is felt almost everywhere on every day. We are recently have been acquired. Many of you have seen that in the press releases. We were listed on the London Stock Exchange, but we are now privately held by a group of investors. The difference with Immersat on the basis is we're mobile, which is a network specifically built for mobile. We're global, seamless coverage in orbit and redundancy. We operate in L-band and Ka-band and S-band, as well as having Ku capabilities along with military Ka. We have a long-term history in safety as well as security, and our goal is global distribution of our network. And we enable all of this with a suite of solutions for our markets through direct and indirect channels. So within Inmarsat, we are broken into a number of business units. We have an aviation business unit providing satellite communications to the airlines. We have an enterprise business unit, and they are trusted to deliver industry standard, reliable mobile satellite connectivity, specifically in areas of remote operations, machine to machine, and industrial Internet of Things. Sorry. Global government, based out of London, they meet the communication requirements of civil government and military customers in over 80 countries around the world. We also have Inmarsat government based in the United States, and they are designed for worldwide mobility, giving the US agencies Satcom systems wherever needed around the world. And then we have our maritime business unit, where we have thousands of vessels relying on Inmarsat's end-to-end service and coverage for operational communications and safety services. And to be frank, we probably offer the broadest portfolio of mobile voice and data solutions on the market to meet the needs of basically every vessel. We have a technology roadmap that's quite expansive now. Many of you are aware of Global Express, which originally started with GX1 to 3. We actually launched GX4 to that, and we also now have GX5, which will be in service shortly, which gives us global Ka band. We have an L-band network, and we have currently a next generation of L-band satellites, GX6, which will complement our existing fleet. And we also have S-band for our European aviation network, where we have a satellite network and we have a ground network for that operation. And so the products that we develop are specifically built for mobility needs, and are at the core of the heart of what we do. We have a history of being very innovative, using the latest state-of-the-art technologies that we can implement into solutions. And we're currently evaluating many innovative solutions that we can use in next-generation products. And that ranges from antennas right the way down to transceivers. Obviously, we have a infrastructure that is built on for the GX Ka network on iDirect. It's a closed network, and we've had a great deal of success with that, with a number of new innovative terminal designs being pushed out into the market today as we speak. On the whole, our L-band network offers, a great service globally. We're complementing that with the addition of new satellites, and we have our mobile handsets that allow Satcom communications from a handset globally. We have many other developments in play that will look at new innovative ways of doing things, whether it's antenna design, flat panels we've evaluated. We spend a lot of time working with organizations to understand the dynamics and the benefits of what we do. We're integrated into many satellite industry groups, SIG being one of those. Another one that I'm personally active in is the SOMAP, where we've looked at the operators' minimum requirements for antennas, and that was quite challenging, to be honest. we had 6 satellite operators on a global basis, basically working together to come up with a minimum set of criteria that we would accept antennas onto our network. And after many, many years, we came to a consensus, and we've now launched that, where you can apply for certification against that standard. As for products, obviously, as we're in this new virtual environment now, I certainly recommend that you take a visit to the Inmarsat website. It does list all of the business units and their specific areas that they're currently operating in, and markets that they're exploring, as well as a vast, extensive portfolio of products that we offer for our customers. And certainly feel free anytime to come back to me if you've got any questions electronically. And my email is mark.steele@inmarsat.com. And I would like to thank you for your time.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joe. I am the Network Operation Engineer in SkyPerfect JSAT. Today, I am here to talk to you about JSAT's new business. First of all, I'd like to look at our satellite fleet and their orbital slots. We have 19 GEO satellites covering from North America to the Indian Ocean. JCSat 3A, 4B, and 110A are mainly used for broadcasting, and other satellites are used for satellite communications. And in February of this year, JCSat 17 was successfully launched, and the service started in April. This is our space business vision. JSAT is promoting the sensing business by expanding from communication business, from the moon to the ocean. We are developing space intelligence business to provide our customers with helpful information by combining external data with the big data generated from our satellites and other infrastructure. We can analyze these data with advanced AI to develop new type of service. This slide shows our space business growth strategy. The gray circle are our current business, conventional satellites and HTS. As next step of current business, we are also planning to utilize next generation HTS, which bigger capacity of. The upper right area shows our new business. We have already started small satellite business, such as satellite imaging, and in the future, we will advance new type of communication business, optical data relay satellites and straps. I will explain two examples of new business. The first is Spatial Eye. Spatial Eye is a platform as a service for sensing and data analysis. As insight for the business customers, we have capabilities not only to integrate this partners' algorithms, but also to develop in-house AI algorithms to analyze various data, and Spatial Eye provides the information by the method, like web or API, and the format that customers demand. Spatial Eye can handle many kinds of data. For example, optical satellites data, SAR satellites data, on-site observation data, open data, and so on. Through the Spatial Eye, customers can efficiently grasp the damage situation in wide area and quickly perform disaster response. It has already been useful for grasping flood conditions and detecting landslides. The second is a space debris project. JSAT starts the design and development of the world's first satellites that use a laser to remove space debris, such as non-functional satellites. Service are scheduled to begin in 2026. Satellites remotely irradiate space debris with a laser to change its orbit and slowly drop it into the atmosphere. That brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Hello and welcome to Kratos Space virtual booth here at ConnecTechAsia. My name is Bob Potter and I'm here to tell you a little bit about what Kratos is doing in the space ground systems and our strategy for migrating traditional ground systems into the cloud. So let's first address why it is that we want to do that. And the reality is that change is happening all around the teleports and the gateways, and particularly in communication networks. Terrestrial communication networks are migrating to software-defined networks. The big motivation of 5G from 4G is essentially software-defined networking, and allows the networks to be dynamic. It gives them the flexibility to allocate resources to where they're needed, and ultimately provides lower cost per bit, along with greater bandwidth. And we're also seeing in the last few years a lot of innovation in space as well. We have very high throughput satellites, flexible payloads. We're seeing LEO and MEO communication constellations. And there's a plethora of smallsat and CubeSats and a lot of innovation in Earth observation systems. So there have been lots of investment in flexibility on both sides of a satellite gateway and ground system. And not really much has happened in the ground system itself. And if we're going to maximize those investments in flexibility, then we need to change the way the ground system works. And so here at Kratos, our on-ramp, if you like, to that change is to digitize the spectrum as close as we can to the antenna. We call that RF over IP, and we take signals to and from the antenna to the cloud by digitizing signals and transferring the RF over an IP network. And it's important to do this with a common standard, and at Kratos we actually use VDA49 as our standard to achieve that. So once we have the RF signals in digital form, we can now take classic gateway functions and create virtual network functions, and these also live in the cloud. So we can say that we can take a traditional gateway hardware such as combiners, splitters, switches, modems, and create a flexible functions of the gateway, and so that it can be part of a software-defined network. So having digitized signals and moved gateway functions into the cloud, it really requires a management platform to bring all of this together. And so the third element of our strategy is a management platform that brings out a common data model, common user experience, and the use of a common API. And that's this third element we call OpCenter. And that is what we are showcasing here at the show. The flexibility of the ground within the satellite industry to maximize the investments that they've already made in space with their dynamic payloads, and moves us into the capability of providing a fully defined networking capability which will allow the industry to continue to grow.
Hi, thanks for coming by 6 virtual booth here at ConnecTechAsia this year. My name is Joachim Esplan. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Quadset. Quadset actually started here at ConnecTechAsia in 2017 after an introduction to the SOMAP requirements, Satellite Operators Minimum Antenna Performance, that was put forward by SES, Eutelsat, Intelsat, Inmarsat, and Asiasat on how new antenna models needs to be tested before they're connecting to satellite fleets. Quadset is aiming to make a cost-efficient solution where we use drone technology to test antennas anywhere in the world. So Quadset aims to deliver services for satellite operators where they can use Quadset as a team to come out and perform measurement of new antenna models before they decide if they should connect to their satellite fleets. For antenna manufacturers, you can buy the system and have it in-house for testing during the design phase, as well as factory acceptance tests before delivering it to your customers. In service, you can use the system to test antennas that have been already in use for a duration of time after any major repair or preventative maintenance to make sure that your antenna keeps up to standards even after deployment. So looking at Quadset product, it is optimized for X and Ku band. Here you can see the radio payload that transmit a test signal to the antenna on the test. The Quadset software ensures that you can do repeatable tests and automated flights, so you don't have to have your operator manually fly the test. The system performs antenna radiation measurements, cross-pole and co-pole, as well as raster scans to get a full 3D picture of the performance of your antenna. Further, Quadset can test with or without radome for maritime and aerospace antennas to further characterize the effects that the radome has on the antenna. Already now, Quadset is offering services where we can come out and measure your antenna anywhere in the world. We'll do a full solution for you, so you just need to tell us where the antenna is and what frequency bands it works in, and Quadset will deploy engineers to go out and measure the antenna. In March 2021, we will start delivering full systems that the end customer can own and use to test as many antennas wherever they would want to in the world. You can contact me directly on je@quadset.com for more information, or you can visit our website at www.quadset.com. Quadset started with the ambition to help minimize interference in the space sector. So to be able to offer a cost-effective way to monitor radiation of antennas is key to be able to know what is actually being transmitted up towards space. This is the reason why we created a drone and made it so convenient that you can put it anywhere in the world just by having a drone operator with you. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you have a great show, and please reach out if anything. I'm happy to talk and connect. Have a good show. Bye bye.
Okay, first I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to introduce myself here at Satcoms Innovation Group Virtual Sessions and to introduce Violite. My name is John Myers. I joined Violite in late 2019 with the goal to head up sales and channel management for the Asia Pacific region. Originally from Florida in the US, but I've been based in Thailand for the past 20 years, managing sales, pre-sales, and post-sales technical support previously for my old company, Violite Satellite Networks. Before that, I worked for Viasat when we were called Scientific Atlanta, installing VSAT ground equipment in North America and Asia. I'm very excited to join Violite with the goal of expanding and developing the Asia Pacific region, where I've been working for the past 25 years in Satcom. Jumping out of Violite, we're in the business of RF over fiber technology. It's not a new technology. It's been around for more than 15 years, but we've added many new innovations to it as the market has had new demands. We've been in business almost 25 years. It's a UK-based company. The three main markets for RF over fiber are traditionally Satcom, the interconnection of ground equipment in earth stations, and long distance links for today's diversity requirements for Ka and Ku systems. Broadcast, wireless cameras connected over fiber back to production facilities, and GPS and timing requirements. These are the three main market segments for this technology. In Violite, all of our equipment is designed and manufactured in the UK. We're used in 8 out of 10 teleports in the world, and we've had some recent developments in just the last year, from Canada to Belgium to Indonesia, some involving long distance DWDM links. We have some innovations that I'd like to talk about today, three main areas of innovation, three products. But in this time of COVID, our ability to have web-based design tools and remote access for both support and installation of our products has allowed us to continue through the days of COVID. But we do lead the industry in some major ways. We support long-distance links of up to 600 kilometers, and our equipment offers a 5-year standard warranty, again, industry leading. So the three areas I'd like to talk about today. First is C-band. The market is required and requested higher and higher frequency links rather than the traditional L-band or even before that IF over fiber solution. So based on that, we've developed a C-band product where we can now carry C-band over fiber. And it's actually like a tri-band product. We don't only support standard C-band from 3.4 to 7.1 gigahertz, but actually from 500 megahertz all the way up to 7.5. So it's almost a tri-band solution supporting UHF, L-band, and C-band. And this allows teleport operators to have more diversity in connecting their baseband equipment in a more efficient way, sharing resources, and to become more cost effective. A second technology that is very innovative, especially in these times, is we have a web-based system designer tool that operates in the cloud. Now, when I was in the days, working the days of Satcom, like other manufacturers of Satcom equipment, we all had a proprietary link budget tool that we could never give to our customers. So they would beg us to redo link budgets over and over as they redesigned and tweaked the requirements. But with Violite's cloud-based web designer tool, which is basically a link budget tool for RF over fiber, our customers can both verify the link that we've designed for them and tweak it, or even if they have the technical capability to design their own RF over fiber links. So being web-based, our customers can have access to it, and especially in these days of COVID-19, where there aren't so many face-to-face engineering meetings, this tool allows progress in designing and implementing long-distance links. Especially in Asia Pacific, where long-distance links for diversity are critical because of the tropical environment, it's very important that these links are designed properly to allow for seamless switchover during rainy conditions. A third area of innovation, we all know about the rollout of LEO constellations in the world today. And in our business, this has led to a total change in the architecture of ground-based connectivity, where before we had a single earth station for a geo satellite, now we see clusters of equipment in a single place comprising a gateway. And we are asked to connect these clusters of baseband equipment to clusters of antennas. And what the LEO operators are looking for is miniaturization, modularization of a solution. And from that, we've come up with ODE Mini, Outdoor Enclosure Mini, a very high dense outdoor enclosure that can support 1 to 2 links, L-band or C-band, including SNMP management and Ethernet connectivity, all in a very small box. So instead of wondering how you're going to support RF over fiber equipment out at the antenna, we have a total solution, IP65 compliant, that can be implemented. And broadcasters are also very interested in this type of solution for their own needs. So the company is also moving in new directions. Traditionally, we've been a hardware company, but now we're looking for more software solutions. Our DWDM diversity solution, we're looking at implementing automatic switchover capability for that. Our SNMP capability, we've migrated to HTML-based because, you know, when you have Java-based solutions, you may have dozens of updates from Java in a given year, which is disruptive to a earth station environment. So by moving to HTML and moving software out of the boxes and making them external, we minimize the outages to our customers for our solutions. So these are the ways that Violite has been innovated in the past few years. And as we continue now to expand in the Asia Pacific region where I'm based, I'm sure it'll be a very exciting time for the company.